It was a big change. Like, I came in on picture day and I was like, whoa, this classroom was different. I thought I was imagining stuff when
my relationship with like this change. At first, I was really confused of like why we split the classes up, but like sooner or later, I adapted to it. Like I just started looking around, and I just started helping people out, and yeah.
When it came,
And then also, two of you are twins, right? Both of you are twins. You got your sister Yati, and then you got your sister Akifa, right? So how does it feel like being in a place where now you're both in the same classroom?
When it comes to my sister, since we really don't really get along with each other, and now we're in the same classroom, it's a little hard for me because sometimes she'll get overwhelmed and taking it out on me or others. And then when I walked here on picture day, I was so confused. I had to pinch myself, literally.
What about you?
I feel sometimes weird because like it's just like I have to like just deal with like sometimes if she does something wrong, like sometimes I would tell her the right thing to do, the right thing and the wrong thing, because like if she's doing the wrong thing, then like I would try to help her out and make.
Because when I first came in, I even walked in there before, and then I realized that nobody was in there, so I was wondering where y'all were. And then I walked back out and I saw everybody in here, so I was confused, right? But now that I think about it, it's a nice change that everybody gets to be here together. Because usually, you wouldn't be able to communicate with anybody else, or you would only be able to communicate with your class. And sometimes you wouldn't need to, at some time. But now we have those chances, like when we have breaks or anything. Because before we wouldn't go into Ujima from Ujima, we wouldn't be able to do that. And now all we have to do is walk through there.
That's right.
and yeah, I also noticed that like it built a lot of connections between people. Like Malia and Charlie, they were in two different classrooms before this, but then they merged and they became best friends. And like some of the new students, they're making friends. And when they were in separate classes, like I noticed that some of them, like not many people from one class wanted to talk to them, but they kept, like when we merged classes, we were like we connected together. And also when I first came in, I thought it was just like the reflection of because the sun was out, and I thought it was just a reflection of the window. And then like I walked to the other end and like to that door, and then I saw like it was actually like merged together and we were all in one class.
Yep. So this is Brother Diamond reporting live, from the 5th grade schoolhouse. I'm here with some of the Ujima kids, and can you all explain to me, how was your process this term, us utilizing case studies as a form of learning tool?
We should go to Ariana go first.
The case studies were kind of hard, and we had to do the principles, but it helped me improve my skills. I learned more about multiplication, and now like I'm good at multiplication, and it's more I could better understand it now.
Yeah. So Ariana, what about when it came to like using the case study as a tool for learning? What type of feedback were you receiving as you were engaging with the case study?
The feedback that I was receiving like how to show my work, like how to do the principles, like principle number 1, principle number 2, principle number 3, and 4. Like I was getting feedback from the teachers, and they were showing me to revise my work because some of the principles that I did were wrong.
Okay. And what about how you engage with the inquiry questions? Like what were you noticing, either as a gem or a gap or a silence, in regards to what the question was asking and how you were attending to that question?
I was noticing that there was like 2-step problems in it, and like you had to do this 1 step and then you had to do the 2-step, so like you wouldn't get the question wrong or make any errors.
Okay, but what do you notice in your process? Were you able to like visualize and follow through the process, or you were noticing that, hey, you know what, there are some gaps and I need to go back, maybe go back and read the text again or the inquiry question again and trying to understand like what the question is really asking you?
I was going back in the text to read the questions I was like checking my work and going back on the text to make sure I have all the information before I write down the principles. And I would also jot down on the side so I could get more information.
All right. Anybody else have any reflections regarding, your engagement with the case study? Go ahead.
So when it came to those kind of case studies, and since I've been out and it was summer, I really haven't been doing anything. So when it came to the case study, for the first problem, it was getting challenging. So I used the problem solving principles, like all of them. So I don't have anything else to say.
Well, the process that I use, like, I noticed that, like, I'm a kind of, like, say, like, I kind of have something to say, like, sorries, but, yeah, too, like, in the summertime, I wasn't really doing nothing, like, I wasn't practicing, like, I only practice IXL once in a while. In the summertime, I didn't practice that much, so then, like, when I got back, everything looked confusing, and, like, so then I tried to use key details from the text, like, circling details that would help me solve the question, and then I just slowed down before I could like get a better understanding.
I would say for me, like, case studies have been getting harder and harder and more challenging, and I know that's something good for me. And I would say, like, some revisions that I have to make, that I need to annotate more and underline, circle all that. And I've been starting to make that a better habit for me. I've been starting to do that because I realize when I do that, it's easier for me to understand the question and stuff that I'm being asked, and I'm always supposed to.